Senator Bongo, and you were asking for the floor after that manifestation by Senator Drilon, the minority leader, who is continuing his interpellation.
Mr. President, ano po, hanap tayo ng pondo from Bayanihan 1 to Bayanihan 2. Now they're proposing Bayanihan 3, and obviously our priorities are ito pong health problem po natin. And in fact, naghahanap po ng pondo ang executive to add modular hospitals. Gawa tayo rito ng gawa, 45 days para po hindi bumagsak yung healthcare system natin. Tapos, kita nyo, kahit saan na lang po yung mga kababayan natin naghihingalo, humingi ng tulong. Ang ayaw natin mangyari, maghihingalo po yung mga kababayan natin na wala na pong mapuntahan. Nasa pandemya po tayo, Mr. President. Iba po ang kaso natin ngayon. Darating naman po siguro yung panahon na pwedeng pag-usapan natin pagdidebatehan natin yung share ng IRA, ng NATA. Pero ito, habulan po tayo ng buhay po ng bawat Pilipino na nakataya dito, Mr. President. And andyan na po yung mga hospitals na approved. Sorry, kindly mute lang po. Andyan na po yung bills na aprobado na po ng lower house. Nasa kamay na po natin dito sa Senado. Bakit pa natin papatagalin pa, Mr. President? Kawawa naman yung Pilipino. Ibang usapan po ito ngayon. Nasa pandemya po tayo. Bawat araw na merong namamatay, buhay rin po yun ng Pilipino. So, apparently, Mr. President, sad to say, meron pong ibang, sorry to tell you, you're pretending that you are not against, but really you are against. In this crucial time, we need these facilities, we need these upgrades. The local government units are asking for assistance because they cannot take on these burdens. Paikot-ikot lang po usapan dito, Mr. President. Hindi naman po siguro, alam naman po ng Pilipino yan na paikot-ikot lang tayo dito. Sinasadya lang po nating patagalin. Ibang usapan po ito ngayon, Mr. President. Dapat po tayong magkaisa dito sa kapakanan po ng Pilipino. Pinasa na po ito ng lower house. Hanap tayo ng modular hospital. Ito po, pwede na tayong gumawa ng hospital. Pasado na po sa lower house. 3 hospital. Senate President pa naman po. Neptali Gonzales Hospital. Bakit pa natin patagalin? Eastern Pangasinan Hospital, napakalayo po ng Dagupan. Kawawa po yung mga nasa Nueva Ecija. Sino po bang LGUs who is willing to take the cudgels right now? Nasasaluin po nila itong budget na ito. Tayo po dito sa national, tayo po yung mambabatas na mag-approve po ng budget nito. Bakit pa natin ipagkakait, Mr. President? Kawawa po yung Pilipino. Mr. President, huwag na po natin ipagkait sa Pilipino kung ano pong para sa kanila ngayon. Kawawa po. Ako mismo, bumababa po ako. Alam ko po yung sitwasyon. Mr. President, may I move that the interpellation for these measures be terminated? Botohan na lang po natin, Mr. President.
Objection, President.
Minority leader is recognized.
Yes, we object to the motion to terminate the period of interpellation. One of the traditions of the Senate since time immemorial is that the cloture is never invoked in the debates. Never, never. And the Senate President can confirm that, having been in the Senate the longest. There are legitimate issues that we raise, and this is principally involving the Mandanas ruling and its effect on the fiscal ability of this government to respond to its needs. I am certain that many in the cabinet itself is concerned about this. So I take exception to the attribution of motive on my part, attribution of motive of malice. The uses of the phrase, bakit pa natin pinapatagal ito, implies that I'm doing it simply to prolong it. If the good sponsor can answer the questions in a more precise term without asking for suspension, baka mapabilis tayo. But I resent and I take strong exception to the statement na pinapatagal ko ito. Pinapatagal natin ito, implying that there is no other reason for the questions that we raise except the desire to delay it. Totally uncalled for, and I hope that is not done, that is not repeated. That the lower house has passed this, yes, of course they have passed, but precisely that's our system of check and balance. We are a bicameral legislature, and therefore we check on each other. We believe that the action taken by the House is contrary to the settled principles of devolution. And therefore I'm raising these questions. As we said, if we want to review it and review the devolution of health services, let us do so. But as long as we have this policy, then we just have to adhere to it. So it is in this sense that I regret, with all due respect to the good sponsor, we are not delaying this. We are trying to come up with a policy that is acceptable, that is consistent with the national interest, and therefore we regret that we cannot, that we have to object to the motion to terminate the interpellation, because the tradition of the Senate never allowed termination, never allowed the invocation of cloture. The most famous in this history of the Senate is Senator Roselier Lim, who delivered, who utilized this tradition in order to deliver a speech that lasted for several days. So, Mr. President, I regret that we cannot agree to the closure of the debate.
Mr. President, let me repeat, nasa pandemya po tayo ngayon at ayaw na po nating patagalin pa ito. First time din naman po ito nangyari sa atin. We already passed 11 laws this Congress. Bakit pa natin po itong gawing issue? There is indeed a need to review the policy, but for now, we need to fill in the gaps, lalo na ngayong nasa pandemya po tayo. Ngayon pa ba natin ipagkakait sa ating mga kababayan ng health services na pwede naman nating ibigay na po sa ngayon. Diyan na po yung mga hospital. Yung 10 naman po is local hospitals funded by local government units. Yung 5 and another 5 is upgrading po ng mga hospital. Dahil kulang po talaga yung mga hospital beds, Mr. President. Yung I'm willing to set aside po dong dalawang renationalization until such time po na nakapagpresenta na po ang ating Department of Budget and Management, Mr. President. Sa ngayon po, unahin po muna natin yung mga hospitals na may facilities na kailangang i-upgrade at willing naman po ang LGU na pondohan po. Nakikiusap na po ako sa inyo, Mr. President. Kawawa po talaga, kapwa.
God bless them.